Hello everyone, and welcome to my last ever One Piece manga video where I'm not officially caught up with the weekly chapter. So today I'll be reading 135, 136, and 137. And I think the newest chapter is 138. Let me just double check on my app which chapter just came out today. Give me a second. Chapter 1138. So after today, I will officially be caught up and I'll be doing one chapter per week with everyone else. And I do know that I think Oda writes about 3 chapters a month. So he takes a week off, usually, right? But either way, I will finally be able to fully theorize with everyone and the week by week I'll be at the same place. And I mean, this is a journey that has been coming now for quite a few years, starting with getting caught up on the anime. And then I was watching the anime weekly. And then I started, for a while though, it took me a while to convince myself to read the manga, to jump in and read past what the anime has adapted. But the moment that the anime went on a break, it was like I was debating with myself whether or not I should jump in and do it. I wanted to, but I knew that a large amount of people wanted me to remain anime only, right? But then when the anime decided, you know what, we're going to take a 6-month break, it was like, now. It's now or never. So here we go. The first step. No, this is not technically the first step, but it's the final step before I'm gonna be caught up. So thank you for being here for this momentous time. King Kong, Walid, Cherry, Modru, George, Monkey D, Kush, Booty. I'm not sure who else might be lurking, but welcome everyone. As you can see over there, I have the rolls open. We're all... Whoa, that was interesting. We're all kind of like waiting for Luffy to roll in Waifu Wars. He's the lost Straw Hat that has yet to be claimed. But I think I'm gonna, after Joey's rolls, I'm gonna close this. Otherwise, I'm gonna get distracted. I'll just forfeit my claim. Bernard is also here. Tiago is here. Hunter. If I didn't give someone a shout out, I still appreciate you being here. And yeah, let's get started. Chapter 1135 is called let's see, Friends Cups. And on the cover, we see that Tama is able to save herself. I'm different now. Aww. She has learned how to fight and she could even beat up Holden. It's pretty badass. So let me just put in my notes the title, which is Friends Cups. So yeah, 1134, everything that was revealed there, mainly there at the end, is what made me feel like I have to get caught up today. So here we go. The first page starts with, oh, little Bonnie and little Chopper on a giant book. The letters are so huge. I can't even read them like this. Biblo's the one who lords over this library. Whoo, whoo. He's been around here for centuries, I hear. All we know is that that owl up there will make any book that enters his territory grow to enormous size. So that is Biblo, the Owl Library Chief Librarian. Because Elbaf ain't affiliated with the world government, we don't get news coups here. But you can read little newspapers the fishermen get while at sea. I suspect it's a growth owl that's eaten the grow fruit. his power is technically awakened. If he can affect like the books and stuff around him, right? He's an awakened owl. It can cause any inorganic matter to grow. The perfect power for a land of giants. So does it take you back? It does. I wonder if they have medical books. They do, but most of it is archaeology and history. We got some medical books from here in Elbaf. Wow, I want to see them. But they were always big, so they can't shrink down. Oh, because it's like their own medical books. I wonder if a giant's, biology, how much would it differ from a regular person, There must be some differences. Interesting. Okay, then you can see the kids playing. Yahoo! Yeah! Push! Push harder! Whoa, this is great! I love this giant swing. Aww, they're having so much fun. I'm so sorry. Those children were terrified. I tried to stop him. Aww. He made the swing go too high. Luffy, Luffy, Luffy. Okay, then we have the kids crying to their teacher. Honestly, sometimes I can't tell. This is Nami, right? That smacked them. Because of her Viking style, I almost thought they were smacked by Ripley. Ripley. That's such a cool name. Kind of reminds me of Riley. Ripley and Riley. Riley and Ripley. Bye, Luke. Hey, a warrior shouldn't be crying. It's pathetic. Stop it, Luffy. The children here are raised to be kind and well-meaning and pure. Unlike you, they were not raised with the fist of love. Huh? Oh, you smug little brat. Is that just a universal trait? Just like Momonosuke. I'm really sad about this, Usopp. I know how you feel, but we can't complain about Elbaf trying to live in peace. Trust me, Luffy, there are many other places. If you want to have warriors and adventure and all kinds of, like, a peaceful existence can bring about a different kind of adventure, And I'm sure if you want a war-torn country, there's quite a few out there for you to go save next. I found you, Mugiwara no Luffy. Ah! What happened to being peaceful? I've got you now. And then, whoa, he was seriously attacking him? Or Gear 3, Gomu Gomu no Elephant Gun. Was that the kid from before? Oh, maybe that's one of the kids that don't want to be peaceful. One is bound to, still be interested in the Viking lifestyle. Hey, take it easy, Luffy. What? I didn't hit him. Even still. It's going down. At least there's someone here that's got some backbone. You're scaring us, Luffy. We hate violence. That was awesome. I could totally tell you're an emperor of the sea. We hate you too, Colin. The wild child is here. You don't even go to school. Shut up, losers. I hate you sniveling weaklings too. Eek! He's so vicious. There you go, causing trouble again, Colin. That was a really good swing, though. Oh, here, it's your favorite mom. Oh, it's your favorite mom from Mato. That's his mom? Lucky son of a Ripley. Mom? You mean Ripley? You're not teaching him the same lessons your school is. He should probably apologize about the sneak attack, though. My dad's a human, you know. I mean, Hagrid's mom was a giant and his dad was a tiny fellow, but I never really thought about how that would work. And now I'm thinking about it. Wow, okay, so I guess, we were just talking about how human physiology and giant physiology would be, how similar they actually were. What a man. Okay. My dad's a human, you know. He used to be a pirate. Oh, God. Do we know him? He used to be a pirate. He can even hold his own against Elbaf warriors. Aw, lingonberries. How sweet. Your father's a human? Of course Sanji would want to know. Ah. Sorry, let me just fix this chair. I have a nasty image in my head. Wow, sorry. You think it. You don't say it. He's a younger man, actually. He keeps sulking that he's the only one who ages, and that's why he won't marry me. So I've always been his common law wife. Who does this guy think he is, anyway? Who? I want to know! Who could it be? The kid is about, I don't know, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. And she... I wonder if we... Okay. We keep reading. Gwah! Even the library is cool. The books are all huge. Luffy, I want to catch up with Sol, so I'll stop by the feast later. It'll be fine. Their feast always lasts 3 days and 3 nights. I'll stay too. Okay, got it. Yesterday, I don't remember what I was watching, but someone said, okay, wakatta. It was so cute. Oh, it was Dr. Stone. Someone in Dr. Stone said, okay, wakatta. Thank you for... I'm gonna get an alert where someone just says, thank you, Captain Obvious, because I know. She literally says right here, he keeps sulking that he's the only one who ages, and that's why he won't marry me. So, like, I know. Thank you. Don't worry about me. I've got to go and ask for permission to put down roots here. Me too! Oh, they're gonna stay. Ow! Listen up. Turns out the whole island is an Adam tree. It's the ultimate tree whose wood I use to build the Sunny. Yeah, there are several Adam trees in the world, but this one's by far the oldest. I'm gonna soak in the majesty of the jewel tree. Well, I obviously meant 6 years old in giant years, but I wasn't actually trying to figure out like who his dad is, because there's no way to know. But I'm just imagining like how old could her son be, and he probably ages differently too. If he's half giant, half human, maybe he ages halfway. So I was just imagining like he looks like he's about 6, but whether it's 6 years and it doesn't matter. But yeah. gonna soak in the majesty of the jewel tree. All right, you guys. Fine. We'll go back first. I'm about ready to starve by now. I have a request for everyone. What is it, Gerd? Ooh, outfits! Yes! Aw, she made them little outfits. She's a lot like Rodo in some ways, but not dastardly and crazy. Yo, why thank you. Do I look like a warrior? You're killing it, Brooke. How about me? I definitely feel stronger. But how did you have all these clothes in our size? I have a hobby of making human clothes. That's all though, honestly. Nothing else. She's so cute. And she thinks they're so cute. I'm so happy you like them. These are lovely, thank you. Whoa! Jinbei looks badass! And Frankie! And Robin looks beautiful, as always. These are surprisingly comfortable and easy to move around in. Okay, see you guys in the village. We'll catch up later. So then they go back to the village. Swipe. Orost Castle. We're at the castle. Western Village, Elbaf. Pipsqueak humans, how did we let you get in? We have failed as guards. Are you in the Straw Hat crew? Must be, if you're in this country. We are looking for the person named Loki. Loki? What do you want with a criminal like him? He killed King Harold, beloved by all the people of the realm. He's the scourge of Elbaf, and no one's in this castle. Then where is he? Answer me. Can't tell you that, just in case you mean to free him. So you will not say? Nope. Sorry. And then she runs like Mikasa in the first season of Attack on Titan. Huh? What kind of joke is this? And then he slumps down like he was hit with something. Ow! Ah! Behave yourself, you insolent lout. Did you think I asked you a question? Okay, he's obviously suffering. I gave you an order to answer me. Hey, what's happening? Yeah, this isn't Shanks. This is Shanks' evil twin brother, Banks. We're screwed. If he's as strong as Shanks is, we're screwed. That would be so cool though, because it would be a way to have a very serious Luffy versus Shanks fight. Because, you know, the Luffy versus Zoro fight back then, everyone wanted to see it, but we didn't really believe it. Because, I mean, how could they fight each other for real? But everyone always wants to see, you know, the strongest characters, even if they're friends. You wonder, how would it be if they fought against each other seriously? So I wonder. Are you guys still alive? Okay. It's not turning. Thank you. I think my battery is about to die and now it's kind of like glitching. Okay. So, I don't know. Evil Shanks is with evil Mikasa. And they're taking down the guards of Orost Castle. But back in the Western Village, from the distant East Blue, we have come at last to this place. Hey, that's the Straw Hat crew. The land of giants at last! The kingdom of the world's strongest warriors! We're glad you're here. We've been awaiting you. These are the pipsqueak humans who understood and protected our warriors' pride. The ones who freed us from the prison of our own ignorance. Who saved my life when I was in danger of vanishing into nothing. Elbaf welcomes these little friends to our land. Woo! They might be small, but don't overlook them. On the sea, Straw Hat Luffy is a great pirate, one of the 4 emperors. He was front and center in the Great Wano incident, where that monster Kaido and Big Mom fell in battle. And they're just all like shouting and cheering, and Nami is going deaf over here because, it must be loud. To the Straw Hats! We raise our lattes. Friends' cups. Rah! Kanpai! Kanpai! Cheers. Oh, look at all of them. The Straw Hats are like royalty now. Well, they definitely are very esteemed guests. Kanpai. Swipe. Whoa. Bo ja 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 ja. I can hear them from here. Looks like the Straw Hats are back. Back. What? You're the giant they had captured back in Shabondi? The very same. Stanson, at your service. When I heard from Hairujin that he was under your lead, it felt like fate was at work. I will repay this debt to you. Thank you. I don't remember that. But he doesn't look the same anymore, so how was I even... He's grown quite the beard. Here, a Stanson refresher. Abducted while napping, this old friend of Hairujin's was nearly sold off at the human auction hall. Luckily for him, the Straw Hat crew wrecked the auction for an unrelated reason, and thus he escaped slavery. Oh, Kami got captured, right? Back then. Oh, okay, wakatta. I'm glad you made it out. Is everyone having fun? Chief Jarul! It's Chief Jarul! Who? What? Who's that? Oh, that's him. Whoa, 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 whoa. I hear we've got some little guests. Look at this giant. He's like a walking hill. Chief Jaruru's come all the way to the village. Beard Hill Jarul. Hero of the giants, oldest in the world. Wait, hero of the giants, oldest in the world. Age 408. So let's say if he's the oldest giant in the world, and this is just me spitballing, okay? If he is the oldest giant and he's like, and please don't take me at all seriously, I'm just doing this for my own fun. If he's 408, and that's the oldest giant, the oldest people in the world could live up to about 120. So, I don't think I've commonly heard of someone older than that. Okay, but let's be slightly more generous, more on, let's make it 120, just for fun. So, for every year, how do you work out? For every year of human years, that's, where's my calculator? I think you would do like 408 divided by 120. No. What? 408 divided by 120. There we go. So let's say, for shits and giggles, every 4 years of human life is like that's 1 year in giant time. So giant have 1 year that equals 4 human years. You know, like how dogs is like, it's 7. For every 1 year in human years, dogs are like 7. So if your dog is 5 years old, you have to do 5 times 7. So let's say if this were the case, that 6-year-old giant, okay, but he's half giant. So maybe it would be a bit different. Maybe it would be half. So maybe he's like 12 years old in human years, but 6 years old in giant years. I don't know. It's interesting though. Okay. And that is hey old man, there's a sword stuck in your head. Oh, oh, this. Not to worry, the helmet saved my life. It's going all the way through. Yeah, but see, he's fine until you take it out. It pierced through the part of his brain that told him it's time to die. That's why he's the oldest. Because his brain forgot how to die. Clearly. If he's 408, we know for sure he's 339 years too old for Soto's taste. Says Booty. I don't kind of get that joke, but I almost get it. Aww, that's the end. That's the end of the chapter. So in this chapter, I'm glad that we got to see a teensy bit more of what was happening up on the castle on the hill. But we're moving on to 1306. The next chapter is called The Land That Awaits the Sun. Yeah, it felt short. It felt short compared to the previous 4 ones, right? The next one is called The Land That Awaits the Sun. The most standout thing of Friends Cups was we found out Ripley has a son and a human common law husband. So he's not like officially, but he doesn't want to get married to her because he feels like he's the only one aging. The years probably is the same, but you're still a child teenager until you pass 30 years or something. Well, yeah. Like, that's what I was trying to work out. If the kid is like 6 years old, if he's 6 years old in giant years, but he's a half giant, so instead of times 4, it would be times 2 for human years. So then he's been alive for 12 years, but he would be 6 in giant years. Do you understand what I was trying to do there? So that's why I mentioned dog years, because in dog years, even if they're alive for 5 human years, you do 5 times 7 or something. And that's how you get like an estimate of how many dog years it's been. So instead of dog years, in this case, I was talking about giant years. But I'm completely making up the fact that because the kid is half giant, half human, instead of times 4, it would be times 2. But all those numbers are just fictional, jokey numbers that I'm doing for myself to kind of get an idea. A dog's age in human years depends on the dog's breed, size, and age. Okay, but I don't want to go that deep into it. But see, roughly, since the 1950s, the popular calculation of how old a dog was in human years has been that one dog year is the equivalent of 7 human years. So that's like the kind of head canon that I was trying to make. But you can obviously apparently go into more detail, so depending on the type and the size and the whatever. But I was just having fun mostly. Just give me 1 minute before I come back to read the next chapter. Before I forget, I need to take something. Oké, wel, ik drink mijne nou. Okay. Continue after this. That tastes so bad. Okay, here we go. The next chapter, The Land That Awaits the Sun. The cover image is a mysterious base deep in Udon. Dun dun dun. The first page looks like this. If you guys want to read along, of course, with your own chapter. It's so good. This mousse tastes like dinosaur. Yeah, I know. It's a dinosaur. I'm surprised you got one. Mousse is delicious, but the beasts are very fierce. I'd risk any danger for the man who saved my life. Thanks a bunch, Hydrogen and Stanson. De gakakaka. I'm just glad you like it. Aww. I love to see everyone like cooking together and the little Colin or whatever his name is running around. It's not often that humans come up here to the sun world. Usually they don't know how to get here, so they assume the underworld is Elbaf and end up fleeing. Oh. That makes sense. Really? But Ors was a vicious warrior whose story has been passed down through our history. That's right, he was 3 times the size of any of you, and the man who finished him off was me, Captain Usopp. Your skin really is blue. Aww, that's so cute. Folks are even more colorful at Fishman Island, like all the fish in the sea. I hope to see a mermaid one day. They're beautiful. Gentlemen. The mermaid inlet is like a heaven on earth. Oh, is that Usopp telling them? Wow. But I feel like I'm ascending to heaven, just being in the presence of so many giant angels. Oh, it's Sanji. Of course it's Sanji telling them this part. Oh, Sanji, you're so cute! Woohoo! I'm drowning in beautiful woman. And what are you then? Me? Why, I've got that what am I blues. Yeah! Oh. Someone's taking a shower downstairs and I got a fright because the pipes make a ridiculous noise. A toast to the wonders of the vast world! I'm kind of surprised at how many giants haven't ever gone to sea. Right? I thought all the giants on Elbaf were pirates. What the heck? Oh, is that the road or Rodo or... Ultra rare Nubby, ultra rare Straw Hats, forgive me for my earlier indiscretion. No forgiveness for you. Make sure you apologize. This is awakening something in me. Punish. Oh no. He's becoming a masochist. Punish me, Gerdo. Don't worry about it. Nobody died. But only because Usopp stopped us from fighting back. If not for that, your head would have left your shoulders. Da ha ha ha. Look at Rodo. Don't you know what their bounties are? You don't stand a chance against them. Yeah, he's a navigator. He's not a fighter. I love Zoro for this. Zoro being a troll. Well, I mean, I think that's true for real. Like, if Usopp hadn't stopped them, and the next time he tries something, you just go ahead and do that. My Gerdo, this is so stimulating. You don't understand. That was a dream that's held by everyone born in Elbaf. We all wish to be the sun god and rule the world. Sun god? Don't be a fool. The sun god isn't a ruler. Yeah, he's a god of liberation. No, a god of destruction. Wrong. He's a god of laughter. They're brawling now. What's this about? A god. Elbaf is home to an ancient religious text known as the Harley. Ooh. This is kind of reminding me of there's a quote that says you should never talk to people about religion or politics. Like, if you want to be friends, like, just don't. Keep it to yourself. But the religion part always interested me because, I mean, religion is a very personal thing. Well, not maybe religion, but spirituality. It's a very personal thing, like personal revelation, personal connection, interpretation, understanding. But obviously you get various faith. Yes, faith is a very personal thing. There's the word. But you get different religions and people that fit into each one. But even within a religion, you have people of different, like, not everyone in the same religion believes the exact same thing. So it kind of reminds me of that. Like, they have the same God, but they believe different things about him, right? Depending on interpretation, faith, revelation. And whenever I talk about that, I think about the allegory about the six blind men and the elephant. So they're all trying to, like, explain what they're seeing or what something is, but they can't see. So, like, depending on which part they're touching, you know, they can't really explain the full thing because they're blind. So in a sense, it's like we as people don't have the senses to see God. Even though we can physically see, there might be another sense or something that we don't have, which it disables us from fully seeing the elephant for what it is. So we end up describing the same thing but coming up with different definitions. So if you have six blind men touching an elephant, you know, the one is touching the foot, the one is touching the ear, the one is touching the trunk, one is touching the tail or whatever. So they might come up with very different explanations, but it's actually all attached to the same thing. We can only see part of it, which kind of makes sense to me in the way that, you know, whatever God is or isn't, or whether it exists in the sense that some people believe or not, as people, by definition, we shouldn't be able to describe it or, you know, like it should. Anyway, it's tough, but I really like how completely different interpretations. He's not a ruler. He's a god of liberation, a god of destruction, a god of laughter. Like, are we talking about the same guy here? But they have one religious text called the Harley. Because it is so ancient, there are many interpretations of it. Sounds familiar? It continues to be passed down even though no one can translate it anymore. Hence the confusion. According to the Harley, the world has twice been destroyed in the past, and in each case, the presence of Nika, the sun god, is closely tied to it. Nika? Is he the hero who appeared to save the world from disaster? The destroyer who lays it all to waste? He appears when the world is about to undergo a great transformation. Therefore, the great and mighty of the day always fear Nika's arrival, because whether it's for good or bad but he'll fuck you up. No, I'm joking, but if you're sitting on top of the world and he's there to change it or destroy it or whatever, you won't be on top anymore. So that's why you'll be afraid of him. Very juicy indeed. Almost like, you know the way Soul described Vegapunk, where he doesn't speak of good and evil. He's a scientist, right? Even though I believe his actions did. But it kind of reminds me like maybe it's a neutral type of figure who doesn't care about good or bad, but in the same way that Vegapunk, still his actions led one way, let's just put it that way, and he supported, O'Hara and O'Hara. In that way, maybe this Nika symbol is not particularly right or wrong in our general understanding of it, but yeah, maybe it leans a certain kind of way. It's kind of like how even Luffy, he's never been like your kind of good superhero or anything like that, but he's also, all of his actions have always led to a good outcome, Bonnie was talking about that guy because he is the god of the sun. It is those without hope who seek him the most. Nika wears white clouds around him and appears with white hair, clothes, and jolly laughter. That must be why everyone said I remind them of him. Nah, ha, 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 ha. But that has nothing to do with me. Come on, don't ruin all of the fun, Straw Hat. Everyone born in Elbaf idolizes Nika growing up. Idolizes. Though I won't defend whatever that moron Rhodo was doing. Huh? Even Loki and the late Harold, in a sense, are the result of attempting to be Nika, perhaps. You don't have to rationalize Loki's actions that way, Chief. But I mean, considering the various interpretations of Nika, it makes sense. Oh, Loki. Is Loki a good guy? Absolutely not! He's the accursed prince. Even before Loki's birth, King Harold prophesied that he would be killed by his own son. What? Have you ever heard of a self-fulfilling prophecy? Shortly after he was born, he killed the royal family's lucky horse. That was the same year that Lin killed Chief Jorul, the legendary warrior. What? Killed Chief? The country was beset by natural disasters, and the queen passed just a year after giving birth to Loki. He made the underworld his playground, using his innate strength to kill and control the vicious animals down there, then unleashed them on villages. At just 10 years old. Arson, devastation, Loki's many pranks threatened our lives. Between his status as a prince and his cruel personality, he made our lives hell whenever King Harold was away. And then the worst of all, Loki killed Harold, the greatest king in Elbaf history. right in his own castle up there. So no one saw it? He just had a bad reputation and then happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, perhaps. The kind and radiant king who tried to connect Elbaf with the other countries of the world that were terrified of our warlike ways. Chief Jarul was there and tried to stop Loki. That's when he got stabbed in the head. By who? By Loki? Or does he not remember because he got stabbed in the head? This helmet saved my life. The helmet didn't do anything. It was about 6 years ago, I believe, that Red Hair caught Loki rampaging at sea for us. Shanks did that? Oh, I heard that Shanks is here. Is, or was? Is or was? Hi, Sotos. Welcome back. Is or was? Is or was? He was around a little while ago. I don't know where he went, though. Didn't he leave after messing Kid up? Didn't he? I don't think we actually saw him leave. Oh no. And what is Zoro doing with the ... in his head? Outskirts of town. I thought it was weird how fidgety you were. This would explain it. That guy killed a king. The whole country hates him. Obviously, everything he told you was a lie. But he says he knows where Shanks is. Do you have any idea how much I want to see him? Yes, you talk about it all the time. It's a way for him to take advantage of you. You think Loki doesn't even know? I'm just basing it on his reputation. I didn't see the guy. I'll tell you everything I know, including where Red Hair is right now. Zoro is the big brother that Luffy needs. Zoro knows Luffy well. If he's lying, I'm not letting him go. I'll beat him up instead. I wondered why you were sneaking around. Have you guys ever gotten to your destination without me? Listen up, Luffy. I'll get the keys to his cuffs, but we're gonna decide if he's telling the truth or not. Got it, thanks. So why is he here anyway? He's my servant now. Who? Oh, shit. Rodo. It's an honor. But I'm servant number 1 and Sanji is number 2. Got that? Defu fu fu fu. What a stimulating torture method. You zapped him? You know, I think we share a lot in common, both being navigators. Never try to close the distance between us again. No, of course not. I feel bad that we're taking the star of the show away. I brought some meat. Did you try any of this moose yet? They're all properly hammered now. They won't even remember what the feast was for. Oh, so they're sneaking away because Luffy wants to see Shanks. And to see Shanks, he needs to free Loki so that Loki tells him. But Loki could be lying. He has a bad reputation, but if I'm only basing this off the fact of I've watched some Marvel movies and I know Loki from those movies, and his character type is like very mischievous, sometimes doing very bad things, but at the end of the day he always kinds of ends up being not so bad. And it's almost like people's expectations of him, like a self-fulfilling prophecy. People expect him to be bad, so then he kind of, that makes him feel bad, and then he ends up proving them right, almost in a way to hurt them back for the way that they hurt him. So whatever, bottom line is that Loki, not this Loki, but the Loki name, the god, he has often been a very misunderstood character, so that's what I'm basing this on. Yes, all the giants hate him, but maybe there's a misunderstanding here somewhere. I like, however, that, Zoro is helping Luffy, but he's also like taking care of him, like, we'll decide. We'll help you, but I'm also aware that this guy might be manipulating you, so I'll be there. It's such a shame that the treasure in the castle will be disappearing. What do you think, Rodo? My eyesight is poor. I doubt I would even be able to tell it's gone. So that's why you're here, Nami. Huh? And then she's got the berry eyes. Doga ha 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 ha. So that's what this is about. The underworld. All right, I take your point. In that case, I refuse. You think I'm going to spend the one life I have stooping to the level of trash? Gee, thanks for the invitation to the most noble knighthood in the world. So what are you then? Celestial dragons? Where's the intel from? The agents dispatched to Elbaf sent one last transmission. The agents dispatched to Elbaf that a giant crow had appeared. Nothing since then. We don't have any dirt on him. Ooh, Gonko. But now that I hear him for myself, he is supremely insolent. A giant crow had appeared. Oh, the giant crow was the one who... Wasn't that the one who brought Luffy and them? I'm pretty sure I've seen this character roll, maybe. I just remember the hat and the eyes. Cool. Holy Knight. Holy Knight? Now that I hear him for myself, he is supremely insolent. We should simply erase him. Don't get ahead of yourself, Gunko. Who are you? Wait. It's the right eye again. Shanks' scar is on his left eye, right? They're not showing his left eye. Why? And even here, look, the text box is covering his face. Grrr. Dog. Gobble them up, wolf. Hey, you breathed on me. And then, I don't know, there's arrows. She has some kind of arrow power. What? Hey, wolf! And then... No, wolf! If we offered to spare its life, would you change your mind? You're offering me a deal? In that case, your fate is sealed, my friend. Die and be at peace. Yes, I'll be sad as well as angry, but a warrior doesn't quibble and whine about his way of death. Instead, I'll feed on this rage and use it to bring the world to ruin. He has a pet dog. He can't be a bad guy. He seems to care about his pets. I like people who care about their pets. Shanks wouldn't threaten someone's dog. Who is this, and why do they look so much like him? Oh my god. I kind of need it to be his twin brother. That would be so cool. Or what if Shanks was... Oh, no. Never. I can't even say that. I can't even say, what if Shanks was always a bad... No. No. Okay. Are you guys ready for the next chapter? There's actually so much in this chapter that I need to write down. My phone keeps freezing. Okay, there we go. Okay. So I need to reread chapter 1136 by myself because I definitely need to take note about all the Nika lore stuff. My phone's on 21%. Oh my gosh, imagine Shanks having a brother, but an evil brother. Like a Days of Our Lives drama. Dun dun dun. Has there ever been twins in One Piece? Have we ever had twin characters? I don't remember. That would be so cool. Okay, but Lola and Chiffon. Oh, right. No, Sanji's not a twin. Sanji, they're brothers, but they're not twins. But Lola and Chiffon are twins, yeah. I'm thinking of the girls that were with Frankie during his introduction. Oh, Kiwi and Mozu. How do I remember? Guys, do you know how many names I forget daily? Main character names. But for some reason, my brain remembers Kiwi and Motsu. Why, brain? Why? Okay, so let me just make a note. Note to self. Read this chapter again and write down information and thoughts on Nika and the Harley. The Harley. Splash and Splatter. I don't remember them. Okay, so let's see. 37. The next chapter is called... Guys, this is the last chapter before I read the newest chapter. Okay. Introducing Shamrock. Shanks? Instead of his evil twin brother being Banks, is it Shamrock? Oh my gosh. Let's read. We have to read. Let's go. Introducing... I don't know. Shamrock could be a thing. Shamrock could be a food. I don't know. But I'm just imagining. The guys who gave Sanji blood on Fishman Island were Splash and Splatter. Oh, Shirahoshi's brothers. Were they twins? No, wait. I don't know. But okay. Stop leaking. If you guys hear a drip in the background, ignore it, please. If it becomes too much, please tell me though, live chat, so that I can stop it. But okay, so the chapter begins with infiltrating the sketchy hideout. Okay, we are at the castle on the hill, Orust Castle. In the 14 years since King Harald's death, no one has dared approach this castle. Or so I thought. but it's clear that someone has broken through the door. Wait, what do you mean did I finish the chapter? I finished it. It ended with Loki saying, "Instead, I'll feed on this rage and use it to bring the world to ruin." Was there something else? Okay. Okay, here we go. For real. Page 1, chapter 1137. Okay. So, Rodo is saying, "No one has dared approach this castle in 14 years, or so I thought. But it's clear that someone has broken through the door, and there are no guards standing watch. So, is this a bad sign then? Intruders. But these doors were broken from the inside." Huh? We'll figure it out when we get in there. Keys, keys. This destruction looks fresh. Luffy is literally me. When I play Waifu Wars. Keys, keys, where are the keys? Wait, please. Wait, this is frightening. Whoa, this castle is huge. I can't even see the ceiling. It's way too big. I can't walk across this. Hey, Rodo, where are the keys? I'm just a common man. I've never been inside the castle. But we're very lucky to have you with us. Really, ultra rare Nami? I was just thinking the same thing. Onward. So this is what it's like in here. I'm overcome with wonder and fear. Is all of this destruction from the intruders? No. King Harald passed after a vicious battle with Loki. What you see are the scars of that fight. That's some serious devastation. Loki is a monster to be sure, but King Harald was also known as a great warrior on his own. Destruction was inevitable. Whoa, it's huge! Wait, what is this? It's horrifying! It's like a giant graveyard. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I thought for a moment she was being sarcastic. Not sarcastic, but I thought the treasure chest was empty or something, and that was what was being horrifying to Nami. But she was being sincere. It's like a giant graveyard. Naturally, there were many soldiers in the castle. Loki slew over 100 stout warriors that day. The only survivors among the castle were Chief Jarul and Loki himself. So there was no one else to confirm what had actually happened that day. Convenient. It was such a shocking and bloody scene that it was agreed the castle should be sealed and left untouched afterwards. You mean no one inspected it to find out the truth of what really happened? Like, because I guess everyone was already feeling a certain way about Loki, so there was no need for an investigation. I don't even know if there's like a Sherlock Holmes kind of giant. Probably not. Perhaps it is now haunted by vengeful spirits. Check it out, you guys! Look how big this skull is! It's even got horns! Is it like oars? The largest bones belong to the warriors, with the blood of ancient giants. There are no longer any pure bloods, but some still have traces of it in their history. Pure bloods. In fact, King Harold himself was very large and mighty. Ah, just look up. I haven't seen that visage in years. That is a portrait of King Harold, the man who loved peace and attempted to bridge the gap between Elbaf and the rest of the world. The greatest king in the history of Elbaf, they say. He looks strong. The scarring on his head is where he ripped out his horns. The mark of his ancient giant blood. Well, that's sad. I mean, I understand wanting to distance yourself from your ancestors if they were very, they were very opposed to his way of living. He wanted to be peaceful, and maybe the giants of old, the ancient giants, they were maybe he wanted to distance himself in some way, but at the same time, like ripping out. He looks like a mix of Kaido and Kratos from God of War. The mark of his ancient blood. To him, ancient giants were a reminder of our era of war. He had horns? That takes serious guts. His Majesty's death was a shock to all, but it was hardest upon the other son of King Harold, Hyrule, who had the most cause to hate Loki for his actions. What? Really? Did we know that? It's not so surprising. They did mention another son before, and did we know that? But I mean, okay. Samir, you might wanna press caps lock so that all your messages are not like, yeah, I think we knew that. But either way, I don't think it's that surprising to find out, okay, this giant that we barely know is brothers with this giant that we barely know for slightly longer. Okay, yes, but they were from different mothers. Oh, so they're half brothers. Hydrogen was born to another woman prior to Harold's marriage to the queen. You see, Elbaf did not allow for Hydrogen's mother to be queen. How come? She was from a different giant nation. Why does that matter? You're all giants. We're all giants. Do you humans not wage war over land and resources as well? Oh, yeah. Okay. Rah! They're running up the stairs. Imagine going up those stairs. Giants from other areas will tarnish the blood of Elbaf. You have some really bigoted views about other giants and humans. Oh, but you're different. Don't suck up to me, scum. Aww. So if Hydrogen's blood is tarnished, why do you ride with his crew? Because I don't know if he's like, you can see that this Rodo guy, he's been taught a bunch of things. Like, when you're raised, if you're raised on a farm, right? Chopping off a pig's head, it's more natural to you than anything else. And then, but if, let's say you're raised in a vegetarian family, the vegetarian child versus the child raised on a farm, they're going to have different beliefs, right? So I feel like Rodo's beliefs are very much, because of where he was raised, but it's like, he doesn't fully believe them. He just kind of like, he was raised with them, so he, you know? So that's why he seems a bit like iffy. Like, oh, I don't want to be below Luffy, but even though his blood is tarnished, he's still in the same crew. And like, it's very, I think a lot of us are like that, where we're raised with certain beliefs, and sometimes you don't even realize it, but you believe some things, but that doesn't mean you're going to be exactly like your parents. So you'll be maybe more wishy-washy about certain things. Does that make sense? So then if someone asks you, why do you do something that way? Why do you believe that? You can't always answer because it was just how you were raised. So, you know. Oh, they were friends. Oh, everyone bullied him. And then, you can draw sea charts? Show me how. Do you want to be my friend? Friend? So even though he was taught to look down on someone with tainted blood, he was raised differently. When he grew up, Hydrogen was actually his only friend. So, unlike me, he is a truly honest and straightforward man. Despite being unable to live in the castle with his father and seeing the way his mother was tormented, he withstood all of that pain and said, I want to unify all of giant kind. I'm the man who will be king of all the giants. And now you can do it. And I know you can do it. Hydrogen! I want to help him. I want to help his dream come true. So you can be reasonable after all. Kind of boring. Ha 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 ha. Hey, come check it out. Some giants are knocked out over here. Whoa. What a perspective. Back in the underworld, Elbaf. Luffy keeps missing these people and he's looking for Shanks. And what if he sees this person that looks like Shanks but that is hopefully not Shanks? Why do you keep hiding your eye? Are you Shamrock? Is that even a name? Is it sinking in yet? I told you already. I can't move. It doesn't change our question. A member of the common rabble receiving a chance to join the ranks of gods is a miracle one can only dream of, and we are offering you that miracle. Whoa, what are these arrows? Did she eat the arrow no mi? Damn it, not again. So your foot's gonna accelerate to kick my right cheek. And after I've turned the other way, he'll give me an uppercut with that fist of yours. Thanks for the heads up. Those arrows are the confirmed path of my very future. A declaration of unavoidable violence. But it is possible for me to change course. So I ask you again, Loki. Will you join the Holy Knights? Hell no, moron! Whoa. And then he gets kicked and uppercut, just like he said, because of the arrows. So then he's like, and he's coughing, wheezing, because he can't fight back. He just has to be tied to the tree and take this. Damn it. You'll regret this. And then she goes again. Multiple arrows at his face. Stop! Enough already! Then you will join. And he lets out a powerful, painful scream. Not before saying nya, though. He said nya. Nya. He's taking away his hood! He's taking away his hood. That's enough, Gunko. I'm not ready to turn the page. I'm not ready to turn the page. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to know. I don't even know if I'm going to know. What should I do? Should I turn the page? Oh, I don't want to turn the page. He's taking his hood. His hand is on his hood. Okay, Cherry, I'm turning the page. Ho 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 ho! Fancy Shanks! Fancy. Oh! Figarland Shamrock, son of Saint Garling. 5 elders. Oh, right, because he's one of them now. You can't tell me that he doesn't look exactly like Shanks. Yep. But in the movie, you know what my reaction? If no one said anything about what was revealed in the movie, because I didn't see that Shanks was confirmed to be a Figarland or whatever. I did not know that until someone later in the in the an anime reaction somewhere pointed it out when we saw another Figarland somewhere. I don't remember. The guy with the hair and the yeah. So I can't imagine my reaction at this point if people had just let me not know, like, because I didn't know. Whoa, fancy Shanks. I'm sick of all these useless people. I'd hope we could have settled this much more cleanly. Commander of the Holy Knights. Oh, because since the other guy has now taken the place as a Gorosei, what? You know, he took the place of that other guy. He has now taken the place that his father held, I guess. Oh my gosh, what kind of stupid people would point that out? I don't know. People who are just... And he has both hands. Oh, right! I completely forgot Shanks needs a hand. Yeah, Saturn. So, Figarland, what is his name? He replaced Saturn. So now his other son replaced him as commander of the Holy Knights. Garling, yes. Figarland Garling, Figarland Shamrock, and Figarland Shanks. Whoa. He's so handsome. Is this guy in Waifu Wars? What in the holy hell? I could have seen this guy in Waifu Wars. But I mean, I could have seen this guy on Twitter. I could have seen this guy on Instagram. Now I can't be spoiled. So he was the one meeting with the Gorosei while Oda made us think Shanks was a traitor. I don't think I ever thought that. I don't even think I remember... I never really thought about why was Shanks with the... You know what I think I thought? Back then, when I saw Shanks meeting with the Gorosei, I think I got mixed up with the Shichibukai versus the 4 warlords. And then I thought, like, maybe Shanks was just like... I don't know. You know how the Shichibukai exist to maintain, like, balance or something. So I thought he was just going to talk to them about... I don't know. I think my brain was confused. He rolled before, but he had a black hoodie. Oh, thank goodness I didn't see that. This is all brand new. You are almost super caught up. He's probably in Waifu Wars. I've claimed the girl that's with him. Yes, I saw the girl. I didn't know that it was a girl. I just remember the hat and the eyes. I never thought he was a traitor. I just thought he was bringing up a pirate to keep the peace. Exactly that. That's pretty much what I assumed. I thought he was like going to talk about what... You know how the Shichibukai keeps balance? I thought he went to keep balance, to talk about balance. I don't know. At that time, people were speculating that Shanks was a secret member of SWORD, the same one as Kobe. Oh. Oh. Well. He's handsome. Let's just say that. Oh my gosh, I want Luffy to see him so bad. He has the same like hair at the front, but then he has this braid and this long hair and this knight clothes, like a literal knight in shining armor. He is so handsome. He's like the look. Now you can make your own basis theories without getting spoiled. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. But I mean, I guess it makes sense for someone from a family like that. Shanks clearly didn't. I guess in the same way that Doflamingo's father left. They left Marijoa and they came down to Earth, but then they tried to live in a place where they were absolutely hated. So they ended up getting killed, and even the children were. I mean, Doflamingo and Rocinante, they were hated. I remember a scene. Weren't they like crucified or something? They were tied up to some. I don't remember, but that was bad. So my point is, even if they want to, I don't think it's easy for people, celestial dragons, to just come down and live amongst the people. So Shanks, maybe for that reason, maybe just because of the pure freedom of it, Shanks hid his identity and became a pirate captain. But it makes sense that, you know, he wouldn't be the only son of a noble family. That was when Dofi first used Conqueror's Haki. Oh. But their parents were already dead, right? Whoa! All temperaments aside, though, he is so handsome. I mean, he has Shanks's face, so of course he'd be handsome. Look how handsome is Shanks. Oh, look at him. There. I love Shanks. Can't believe I traded him. But I know that I traded him for Komurasaki, and I'm more in love with Komurasaki. Plus, Soul really wants to collect certain One Piece characters, and he's so close. Unlike Shanks, it looks like he takes regular showers. Okay, so let's see. His hair is prettier than my hair. That's not allowed. Let's change tactics. Contact Marijoa. I'm sick of all these useless people. I'd hoped we could have settled this much more cleanly. Indeed, it seems he'd rather die than join us. Is this some religious thing? An arrow woman. Arrow fruit. The only other arrow woman I remember is from Fire Force. But I'm not sure if she was an arrow woman or if her name was just Arrow. Plus, there was an episode of, I think, Demon Slayer that had someone fight with an arrow visual. But I don't know if... It looks so cool. This is going to look so cool. I wonder if his hair is going to be the exact same shade of red. Probably. Because we're meant to be... Excuse me. We're meant to be confused. I wonder if they have the same mom. They must have, though. Because the dad doesn't have red hair. Okay, the vicious warriors of Elbaf, who conquered the New World long ago, will be brought under the command of the world government once and for all. Dun dun dun. No, we're gonna read today's chapter. Oh my god, I'm not ready. And his name is Shamrock. That is a cool name. Introducing Shamrock. And the Oda really put that as the title. Damn. I can't believe it. Okay, wait. Shanks has a brother. He is currently the commander of the Holy Knights, World Noble, son of Saint Garling, one of the 5 elders. Shanks is a son of one of the 5 elders right now. Let that sink in. Phew. He has no business being this damn handsome. They might not be, they're probably not twins. Because brothers can look alike. But I would like if they were twins. Me and my brothers, we called him Thanks before his name was revealed. Oh, why not the Banks? Like Naruto, Boruto, Shanks Banks. He may be his father, but he sure ain't his daddy. Okay, guys, it is time. It is time to take the very final step into being caught up with One Piece. Someone knock? Hello? Oh, you know who it was? It was Fate. Fate knocked and said, "Hello, I am here. It is time to be caught up with One Piece." Whoa. I don't think so. Mikali Slach says, "I hope he's not the biological father of Bonnie." Though Bonnie has pink hair, but her mom has pink hair. If Bonnie's mom had white hair, then I'd be worried. I don't see that. Based on like my very first feeling, I don't feel that. But I wouldn't, I don't know. I just think that it would be too rough. Because, I mean, the show can get dark. But to really introduce, like, I don't see it. No, not yet. Please, no, wait. Let me just get caught up. And then we can talk about... Okay, tell me. I'm basically almost caught up. Tell me. So Salal was asking, do you want to know why people say that? Like, what's the theory based on? People say that because when Oda gender bent Bonnie, she looks like Shanks in an SBS. Oh, but I'm going to read the SBS. I don't know. A lot of Oda's female characters look the same, so maybe he made an oops. I mean, don't. Wait, let me just, I don't want that. I don't want to meet the man. No. I don't really buy it personally, but that's the reason. Oh. It's not impossible, but I don't want it to be true. I just don't want to meet. You know, we've seen some terrible shit up to now. We've seen some terrible people. Bye, Luke. Saturn said Jenny became the wife of an important celestial. Well, aren't all the celestials important? This is the fun in One Piece theory crafting. Make a whole lore assumption from one random Oda comment or side drawing. Of course he would be an asshole, but what I'm saying is I don't want to meet the man that essentially, I can't say it. It's too real. Like, we know that Bonnie's mom was abducted. We know she was raped. We know she had a child. But if you don't know the dad, you never really have to confront that fact. If you get faced, because we know about the bad things that the Celestials do. We see it all the time. But we very rarely have to, you know, like, it's still like far away and vague, and the celestial dragons, the worst ones, are always hateable, kind of ugly. Like, it's like, there's a quote from Roald Dahl that says something like, wait. If a person has ugly thoughts, it begins to show on the face. And when that person has ugly thoughts every day, every week, every year, the face gets uglier and uglier until it gets so ugly you can hardly bear to look at it. A person who has good thoughts cannot ever be ugly. You can have a wonky nose and a crooked mouth and a double chin and stick out teeth. But if you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeams and you will always look lovely. So I like the idea of celestial dragons they were like almost like mystical, vague, not real people. Just like, we hate them. Most of them are freaking slave owners and shit. You know, we saw Doflamingo's dad. We saw Rocinante. We learned about Shanks. But it was just, I'm even though he's a villain, clearly he's an antagonist, I'm excited for this guy right now. So I literally don't want the theory to be true about him being... I've told you guys before about when it comes to antagonists, I don't often get entertained by them because the reality of their actions, it hits too close to home. You know, I can imagine it all too clearly as if it's real. Right now, he's just a handsome, entertaining, freaking bad guy. If that theory is true, it makes me not excited anymore. So that's why I'm asking, like, I'm literally begging you guys, just don't tell me, don't continue this conversation. It's just, let me just have fun with him for a bit. I know it's just a theory though, so I'm not taking it literally, but I just can't imagine right now that Oda would introduce Bonnie's father. And I can't, this can't be him. Please don't let it be him. The story might get dark, but I think only ever with meeting the murderer and getting to beat their ass. Yeah. Toei changed time slots because One Piece got darker, so they don't have to censor. Yeah, because have you seen Kuma's backstory? He's a child getting beaten up. He's a child being enslaved. But I still don't see it. Okay, let's meet Bonnie's rapist father and have her confront him potentially at 7, 8 years old. Like, anyway, can we get back to having fun? I don't want to think about stuff like that right now. Okay, here we go. Last chapter, the one that came out today. 1138. Ooh, the chapter is called The Harley. Ho, ho, ho. Let me just write that down. So their religious text, The Harley. Cherry, how do you feel? Are you ready? The cover story is Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 24. It was Who's Who all along. Isn't that the one that told Luffy more about Nika or something? Cherry says, I feel sad, excited, everything. Okay. So, my first chapter that I'm reading the day that it came out is chapter 1138, The Harley. The first character I see is Loki, and he has been beaten up for probably a while now. They're trying to get him to join the Holy Knights, but he is refusing. Even when, he told Jinbei, yes. Even when they threatened his freaking dog right in front of him, like, I would have lost my mind at that point. But he's a warrior, and I like the way that he said he would use that rage to fuel him, to destroy the world or something. For as much as you look like him, you have to be related to that red-haired pirate. Hold your tongue. That's nothing you need to know. True, it ain't my business, but a great pirate and a celestial dragon stand on opposing sides of the world power. The fact that you have the same face is bound to draw curiosity. That pirate... They're twins! That pirate is my estranged younger twin brother. Shanks is the younger brother! That's so cute! They're twins! They said, I will burn your dog. And he said, I will burn the world. I respect him after that. Oh my goodness, he's even the twin brother, as you said. Twin! I love twins. Whoa. My estranged younger twin brother. He returned to the Holy Land once, but he seems to prefer the filth of the lower world. He returned once? When? Why? Returned? I see. Then your bloodline has earned my ire twice over. How fascinating that two separated brothers should each be targets of my wrath. You'll rue this day. Once I get these chains off. You know what'll happen, don't you? I watched my friend's fate decided before my eyes, and now I bear the cost of it. You dream of threatening me? Commander, don't let him. Indeed, It's not worthy dirtying my own hands. You do it. Kerberos. Wasn't there a Kerberos in that nightmare? The nightmare arc, the spooky arc. As a member of twins, I want to say it's not like we care about you or anything. Sotos, you're a triplet. I understand though that only 2 of you survived the birth, but you're actually a triplet. That's a difference. That's even more amazing. That's... Oh shit. I should probably do this, right? I'm on... You can't breathe. You don't... Sotos, that's so terrible. Don't say that. Okay. So, so what? That was a fake 2 dog heads and a fox head. Oh, a fake one in Thriller Bark. Okay, so this is a real, a sword fruit. No. A sword that ate the sword. Wait. A sword that ate the Kerberos fruit. The Inu no Mi model Kerberos. I'm not sure if I said it right. Just like, remember Spandam? Spandik. He had a sword that ate the elephant fruit, an elephant fruit, right? Or something. So, this sword cancelled one of the most old and ongoing theories. What was it? What was it? Okay, but anyway, so he doesn't want to dirty his hands, so he gets his sword to do it for him. Whoa! There was a theory that the Black Blade... Sorry, there's someone in the community called Black Blade. There's a theory that Blackbeard had the Inu no Mi model Kerberos. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It could be Cerberus. I don't know. Whoa, okay. What is that? It's my sword. Oh my lord, they're coming at him with swords coming out of their mouths. That's creepy. What's wrong with them? Extinguish your presence, Commander. We need to move. Scramble. His Jolly Roger has 3 skulls. 3 skulls. And Blackbeard has never slept, right? Oh. His body? What about his body? Okay, so then he says, scramble. And I think I can't really see what's happening there, but something happens. And then they leave very quickly. I think maybe they felt someone was coming, or... If you should survive, come and kill me. I'll be ready for you. Wait a damn second. You have to be joking. You don't mean it. Even I can't handle getting run through by those. Oh, he's actually kind of scared to... Curse you, celestial dragon! Curse you! Free! Damn you to hell! And then he gets run through by the sword. But he's flying away. Is he leaving his sword there, or does the sword follow him? Like, sword, come, sword, come. What you gonna do? You gonna come back for it? Pacifying them all at once will be too hard. We need to get to the warrior's children forest. Call one more. Fast, Loki! Yell for check! A heavenly man using a hellfire beast attack. Ooh. Homing flying dog heads was not what I expected. So it's like a missile, like... There's also a theory about Blackbeard eating a kraken fruit because octopus have 3 hearts. Wow, okay. Okay, so his sword turns into the Kerberos. My phone freezes, but basically he doesn't want to dirty his hands, so he lets his sword do it. His sword turns into a 3-headed dog. Can you just... And then he attacks Loki like a missile, like a homing missile. Okay. And then, this is what the last thing, okay, this is what I see now. Damn you to hell. Pacifying them all at once will be too hard. We need to get to the warrior's children's forest. Call one more. Very well. Which one? What do you mean, which one? What do you mean? Is he talking about the dog heads? Pacifying them? Maybe he can't control his own sword. Okay. Now we're back at Orust Castle. I know what I saw. It was red hair. Liar! Shanks wouldn't beat you guys up without a good reason. But it's true. I'd recognize him anywhere. Red hair has been to Elbaf many times. Yeah, I guess you would. Shanks is really cool. This guy must have looked just like him. We were shocked to see him. We thought, what's he doing inside the castle? Red-Hair Shanks was just in Elbaf, right? He's talking about the giants. I think they're calling in another holy night. Pacifying them all at once will be too hard. Oh, he's talking about pacifying the giants. Oh, not the heads. I thought he couldn't handle his own sword. I was like, usually a pretty man can't handle his own sword. Not surprised. We need to get to Warrior's Children's Forest. The Warrior's Children's Forest. First, excuse me. The children, he wants to use the children as like, what's it called? Hostages. We need to get to the Warrior's Children first. You fucking asshole. So... yeah, call one more, meaning another holy night. You bitch. Oh, thank God Luffy is here. I can't believe Shanks was just here. And now he's gone. And now Luffy is here. And now he's Shanks' brother. What? And they're targeting children? There's nothing more disgusting. I hope Luffy beats him up. We were shocked to see him. We thought, what's he doing inside the castle? Red Hair Shanks was just in Elbaf, right? So it's not out of the question that he would still be in the area. He doesn't deserve that face. Luffy has to punch him so that his face will change how it looks. Yes, please! But if what you're saying is true, that wasn't Shanks. Shanks is a cheerful guy who isn't full of himself. Exactly. And he never does anything messed up like that. You trust him so much. Of course I do. Look, Nami, wouldn't you be mad if someone said stuff like that about Molly Mare? Molly Mare? Okay, but besides the Molly Mare thing, Shanks just, Luffy just basically called Shanks his dad. Because he said, think about how you feel towards your mom. I don't want someone to say stupid things about my dad. Do you mean Bellemere? Bellemere. So, Mollymer. So I guess they were two identical people. Maybe they're brothers. But I've never heard him talk about his family. Just that he was on a pirate ship ever since he was little. Who's that? Who's that? Okay, now I'm just... Calm down. Take a deep breath. I thought Roger and Rayleigh and those guys were his family. The Roger Pirates. Aside from Buggy. Team Frankie at the Jewel Tree Adam tour. Here, there, everywhere. It's all Adam. I guess this wood is not that rare after all. Is it really that valuable across the sea? What does it mean every go? Another theory. Maybe I should go into business and start selling it. You're the one who should be stopping it, Ripley. Sol already scolded me once. This is a holy tree. Don't you go cutting pieces of it loose now. Haha, good impression. Look at the way she holds Frankie like he's a big doll. That is so freaking cute. Ripley is a babe. Sorry. I'll stop with that. She's a queen. I guess that would explain the price. What's that? It's a mural. They're children's drawings from the ancient past, carved into the fossilized tree bark. It's a cultural relic due to its historical value. Really? Kids' scribbles? They're estimated to have been drawn somewhere between 800 and 900 years ago. Around the 100-year void time? Which, if correct, puts them right within the period of the void century. Woo-hoo! She said it! What? We have to show this to Robin. I'll tell her about it later. I gotta say, for a drawing from Elbaf, they don't all look like giants to me. That's right. In the history we're familiar with, there were sometimes wars between the races, but never cultural exchange. What do you mean? In the history we are familiar with, there were sometimes wars between the races, but never cultural exchange, meaning between giants and humans and the mer people and... Okay. Maybe that simply means this was nothing more than a child's dream. So what if it was like, you know how Luffy wants to be king of the pirates and Hayreddin wants to be king of the giants and he wants to unite the giants. Luffy wants to be king of the pirates because it's the most free person in his mind. Hayreddin wants to be king of the giants because he wants to unite all different giants, right? Like from different places. And now she says, maybe that simply means this was nothing more than a child's dream. So what if it was someone's dream to unite different races like that? What if that is Joy Boy? What's his name? Wait, how long ago was that? Emmett was the robot, right? My phone went off. I thought it died. Okay. So she said there were sometimes wars between the races, but never cultural exchange. Maybe that simply means this was nothing more than a child's dream. And then the Walrus School. Oh no, the kids. Listen up, children. We're in the middle of a lesson. Kya ha ha ha. The Owl Library. And being king of the pirates is apparently only a step to Luffy's real dream. Oh, right. He told them about something more. But it was so briefly mentioned and only once in the whole story. And right at the end. And then everyone was like shocked. And Luffy was just like smiling on the... Yeah, I remember that episode. Oh, that's sweet. You have Emmett. Oh. I think Booty has a key for Emmett. I'm not sure. So, this is the Harley. Sure is. Wow, it's huge and old. Blech and dusty. All the various myths and legends of Elbaf were created based on this original text, since there are so many interpretations of it. And it means the sun god all the warriors of Elbaf believe in has a different personality depending on who tells the story. Ain't that funny? May I read it? Of course. Ooh. Ooh. It's kind of like... What if this is like a reference to... You know, in like how in the real world there are also like these holy people or prophets. The story is split up into 3 chapters. They say the 3rd chapter describes the world we live in today. It's about something that's going to happen in the future. In fact, the legend of Nika are seeded all throughout the world. The one common feature is that he always shows up laughing to this rhythm. I can't do that rhythm. I have to hear it in the story because it's not something I can recreate, but it... And I will bring this up to the day that I die, but I was at... Because it's like one of my favorite life experiences in 31 years, almost 32. I was at, and this is literally the reason why I went to Japan when I did, for this specific event, at Universal Studios Japan. There was a One Piece live action, like live show, and it had action stunts and all kinds of stuff. And there was one moment where the Luffy actor, he kind of went behind the screen and then he went gear 5, right? And he was jumping and there was lights and there was music and there was... I will remember that in my head, but I can't recreate the rhythm because it's like, at this point it's become... Like, you know how you don't cut this tree because it's a holy tree? It's like you don't try and make the drum sounds when you can't because it's a holy sound. Like, don't mess it up. I almost said something, but I'm gonna text it to you later, Sotos. So he shares the rhythm, and then Robin says, "Shall I read it now?" The first world. Within the earth there was fire. Mankind... The first world. Within the earth there was fire. Mankind succumbed to greed and touched the forbidden sun. Like the fruit from the garden. Adam and Eve. The enslaved prayed, and the sun god appeared. The earth god raged, and with its serpent of hellfire, shrouded the world in death and darkness, and they will never meet. I'm going to have to read that again. Within the earth, there was fire. This was the first world. Mankind succumbed to greed and touched the forbidden sun. The enslaved prayed, and the sun god appeared. The earth god raged, and with its serpent of hellfire shrouded the world in death and darkness, and they will never meet. They will never meet. The second world. Within the void, there was breath. The forest god tamed demons, and the sun spread the fires of war. Those of the half moon dreamed. Those of the moon dreamed. Man killed the sun and became God, and the sea god stormed, and they will never meet. I'm trying to look at the pictures, and everything together. And the dragon, a fire-breathing dragon, and that looks like a sea beast. We have the moon. We have the people. Look at the people coming from down below and bringing like this little ball of light. And they put it into something. And there we have like factories. And there we have someone with a crown. And there we have the tree. The tree. And on this side we have the third world. Within the chaos, there was emptiness. The inconvenient remnants recall the promised day and hear the voice of the half moon. The sun god dances and laughs, guiding the world to its end. The sun returns and brings a new morning, and they will surely meet. And then my phone sends me a notification of my own video. Oh my gosh, Robin is gonna read that in the anime. When they make this, we're gonna hear that in Robin's voice. Can I just see it like this for a second? Yeah, what a chapter to get caught up on. And don't you just love the fact that Frankie is the one to stand there and Robin is the one to read? I think the right side is the first world and the left side is the second world. Which both have come to an end. Like, because they said the world has been destroyed twice already. And the third book describes the current world. No answer is wrong, because no one knows. No one knows. No one can spoil me. No one can tell me their theory with that is being influenced by any future knowledge. Yeah. I think I see energy ship below the moon and fire breaths. Be the big monster is Emu. Only Oda knows. Until tomorrow, when all the leaks start coming out on Twitter. Doesn't it start coming out like 2 days before the chapter only though? Now you can check the manga channel for more theories. We just react to the chapter. Okay, wait. But I'm still looking here. I feel like I could read this 100 times. So we see fire here at the bottom. The tree in the middle. Congrats to us both. It was really nice to catch up together. What a ride with this story. Thank you, Jerry. High five. We are caught up. You can check the cover page of 631. Okay. Somehow, people get their hands on scans and they post them on Twitter on either Monday or Tuesday. Full chapter gets leaked around Thursday. How is it so well timed? Like, how does it happen so clockwork? How is it still happening? 2 to 3 days before you have the whole chapter out, but the leaks start earlier. Okay, but at least for today, no one can spoil me. Okay, I'm happy. Maybe you have caught up, but remember you are forbidden of liking posts because you haven't finished it. Okay, wait. I'm gonna read everything again. We have the first world, we have the second world, we have the third world. What a time to catch up. This is the newest page. This is the first page where I'm reading it and there's no other pages. There's no other chapters. The first world. Within the earth there was fire. Mankind succumbed to greed and touched the forbidden sun. The enslaved prayed and the sun god appeared. I'm thinking that part where it says mankind succumbed to greed and touched the forbidden sun. It kind of reminds me of the story about, when Eve ate the fruit from the forbidden tree. And I think that a lot of religions have a similar kind of story about eating the forbidden fruit, right? And then it says, the enslaved prayed and the sun god appeared. That reminds me of Vegapunk's theory about devil fruit. People wanted things. So the devil fruit came into existence because of people's desires to be whatever, like a sword person or a diamond person, or because it says that the enslaved prayed and the sun god appeared. Because the sun god is Nika, right? So, but Nika might be whoever gets that fruit, whoever is destined to get the fruit. What is the real, the Gomu Gomu no Mi? What was the real name for it? They revealed the real name. It's also some kind of... So anyway, the enslaved prayed and the sun god appeared. So maybe that, the Hito no Mi, model Nika. So what if that was the first devil fruit? The enslaved prayed and the sun god appeared because they touched the forbidden sun. The forbidden sun. And then the sun god appeared. The earth god raged, and with its serpent of hellfire shrouded the world in death and darkness, and they will never meet. That part's interesting to me. They will never meet. We have the sun god, the earth god, and he raged and shrouded the world in death and darkness. Maybe that's like, it's a creation story. It's an origin story, right? But no, because mankind already exists in this first world, only to succumb to greed and touch the forbidden sun. The enslaved prayed and the sun god appeared. The earth god raged, and with its serpent of hellfire shrouded the world in death and darkness, and they will never meet. Second world. Within the void, there was breath. The forest god tamed demons, and the sun spread the fires of war. I'm wondering if there are two different suns in this story, like a literal sun and then Nika, a figurative sun, because they touch the forbidden sun and then the sun god appears And the sun sprayed the fires of war. It's like, hmm, that's another theory. But the sun god appearing, in my mind, has to refer to Nika. And Nika has to be linked to the fruit, because otherwise, does Luffy look so much like Nika, the sun god who appeared in the first world? So why would the forest be the origin of the devil fruits? Oh, first world Nika, second world Joy Boy, third world Luffy. Maybe that, yeah. But I don't think that the forest means that's when the devil fruit appeared. Within the void there was breath. The forest god tamed demons, and the sun spread the fires of war. So maybe that refers to Joy Boy, the second owner of the Hito Hito no Mi model Nika. And maybe the sun spreading the fires of war is like, you know how Dragon, they have the rebel army and they start wars, revolutions in different countries. Those of the half moon dreamed. The half moon. And those of the moon dreamed. Half moon and moon. Man killed the sun and became God. The Gorosei maybe killed Joy Boy, maybe defeated, and that was the 100-year void, right? Because they defeated Joy Boy, and then they wrote history. The history is written by the winners. So those of the half moon dreamed, those of the moon dreamed. Man killed the sun and became God, because that's what the Gorosei see themselves as, right? And the celestial dragons, they're God. And the sea god stormed, and they will never meet. The D clan, maybe. Oh, good night, Modru. I had so much fun watching you catch up to One Piece. I can't wait for the next chapter. I hope the solar panels installation goes smoothly and you enjoy your day off. Thank you. Have a good sleep. I'm glad to be finally caught up, and I'm very happy that you were here to experience that with me. Was Karin says the first world explains Nika's first appearance, the destruction of the precursors of the One Piece world, the arrival of the winged races to the moon. There is literally an arc like Noah, but with Skypia at his side, and the creation of the Red Line. Maybe you can copy. Can you copy that and just post it on the video when I post it? Because I feel like before I hear other people's theories, I want my own to kind of just. So when I think of those of the half moon and those of the moon, it brings to mind Eneru and the Lunarians, right? Those of the half moon dreamed. Those of the moon dreamed. Man killed the sun and became God, and the sea god stormed, and they will never meet. So that's how the first world ends, and the second world ends, with they will never meet. So maybe meaning like people could not be united. Maybe in the beginning, the sun god, the first sun god that people prayed for, attempted to unite all people, and then it failed. And the second time, Joy Boy tried to unite all people, but then failed. But now we're in the third world, which is the present. Within the chaos, there was emptiness. The inconvenient remnants recall the promised day. So the inconvenient remnants are probably the people, the D, because to the Gorosei, to the celestial dragons, they are inconvenient remnants of a past that they were trying to hide, right? They didn't want people to know about whatever war happened, whatever the 100-year void is. So the inconvenient remnants recall the promised day. So they remember what happened. Or they left, we have the poly, what are those things called? The big square things? I will get there in a minute. Thank you. 6:31. I'm just trying to first soak in this final page because it's big. Within the chaos there was emptiness. The inconvenient remnants recall the promised day and hear the voice of the half moon. The inconvenient remnants. So I think it's just people that maybe the inconvenient remnants are those with the D and hear the voice of the half moon. So might be whoever were the ones who created the giant square things. What were they called? Polygraphs, poneglyphs. Thank you. So maybe, why can Robin read the poneglyphs again? Because they researched it. The voice of the half moon. So maybe, do we know who made the poneglyphs? What do we know about the origin of the poneglyphs? Maybe the people with the half moon people, because inconvenient remnants hear the voice of the half moon. The samurai, Wano, Kozuki clan made them. Which is Momo's clan. The sun god dances and laughs, guiding the world to its end. The world as we know it, the current world, the third world. So meaning the end of the world is not the end of the world. It might just be the end of the third world and the beginning of the fourth. Eventually. The sun returns and brings a new morning, and they will surely meet. They taught it in O'Hara. That's why she's the only one left who can read them. But the only reason that in O'Hara they found out about how to read them was because of research. So meaning it wasn't something that was passed down within the people of O'Hara. The people of O'Hara just did the research and learned how to read poneglyphs, not because it was created by their ancestors. It was, as far as I can tell, they were created by the Kozuki clan. The voice of the half moon could be the will of D. Could be, but like I'm saying, my interpretation is the inconvenient remnants recall the promised day and hear the voices of the half moon. So for me, inconvenient remnants, that's the will of D. The people who are from a clan that once upon a time had war with the Gorosei, and that's why they were trying to, or the celestial dragons, and that they were trying to hide it. But I mean, there's also the Buccaneers and the Lunarians and but I still think that the inconvenient remnants are people that are the people with the D because they're inconvenient to the Gorosei, the gods, the ones who in the second world killed the sun and became God. So in the third world, what is inconvenient to that god, the Gorosei, or Imu, whatever? the inconvenient remnants or the people with a D because they're trying to kill them. Or it could be anyone who believes in the sun god. Buccaneers, D's. We don't know. But the voice of the half moon makes me think of the poneglyphs, because they're the ones sharing the truth of that, trying to share the truth of the void. So that's the voice. The sun god dances and laughs, guiding the world to its end. I don't think you have to include and the 20 kings. The celestial dragons are the people who came from the 20 kings. So they are the same, aren't they? With the exception of Vivi's people who left or something. I'm assuming there's an Aztec Mayan feel here where the world is reborn each time the sun god comes back. The sun returns and brings a new morning, and they will surely meet. Okay, so I think that there's going to be a lot more time that my brain will need. But yeah, I see Inaru's ship there, flying to the sky, to the moon. I see someone with a crown that looks like emu. Ah, yes, Noah's Ark. Yeah, with the animals, 2x2. We see something that looks like an angel. I'm very intrigued by these people that are going up on the one side with a little ball of light in their hands. Then they're throwing the light in somewhere. And then below, there are people here on the ground. And then on the other side, there are people with little halos. Oh. Wait, is that what you're saying there? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There's 19 people in that little conveyor belt thing over there. And then 20 over here. But I mean, there's more people over there, and but on this specific little conveyor belt thing with the little light balls, and then over here they come out, and then they have halos. The sea god became enraged. The reason why users are weak to the sea, and probably referencing the world sinking into the sea. Okay, and this looks like a sea beast, and this is like a dragon, but the sea beast is coming from below, and the dragon is coming from above, and both seem to be spitting out fire. Then we have the moon, we have the ship, the tree, and on the other side we have giants and mer people and furries. That's a little animal person like on Zoe, right? So it's kind of like all the people plus Nika uniting to fight. That looks like Nika. Mm-hmm. Well, oh, that looks like a Lunarian right there. Above Nika. Or the one that looks like Nika. There's a giant carrying the sun. What could that mean? Well, that could be... He's not... It looks like this side is fighting this side on this page. So it might just be another war. Okay, wait. I was told to read or to check which cover 600 and... Give me a second. 631. There's also a whale that looks like Laboon. Yeah. 631. Okay. The cover. Okay. Okay, wait, I went down way too far. I was thinking about the picture and then I just kept scrolling. Okay, here we go. The cover for 631. Ooh! The figure! Drinking with, someone's gonna get hurt. Who? Me. Crocus. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god, Oda! How did you do this? How did you do this? How did you have this stuff so far ahead? 631, and his figure only showed up again in chapter 1138. And he got brought up as Luffy talks about Roger Pirates. And we know Crocus was one as well. Now check the last page of chapter 1132. 1132. The last page. What? The part where it says about Louis Arnott. Oh my lord! I was just looking at the bear. The giant bear. I didn't even see that little silhouette. And he's like... Plus, we saw him again. Wait. 1138. Let me just... Which page did he show up again? Like, we saw his back with the... Oh. Okay, wait. The first part is Loki. Was it in this chapter where we just saw him again? Oh, yes. Wait. No. Which chapter was it? When Luffy was talking about Shanks. Yes, but which page? Was it the previous chapter? Oh, it was the previous chapter. Okay. 1137. Okay, just give me a second. So someone's gonna show up. And it was during the discussion. Wait. So in this chapter, we found out what Harland looked like. The king. King Harold. Sorry, King Harold. It's not here either. Wait. It's chapter 1038, page 10. And people are also wondering if Frankie is covering anything crucial. If I know Oda, probably. At the base of the tree, probably. Okay, just give me a second. Ah, there. Page 11 for me. So we're at the castle And so I guess they were identical people. Maybe they're brothers. Shanks's brother, I guess that could be true. But I've never heard him talk about his family. Just that he was on a pirate ship ever since he was little. Which is referring to. Wait, does Luffy not know that on whose ship he was? So this figure was drinking, showed up for the first time having a drink with Crocus. And then he showed up again as they showed up at Elbaf. He was walking there. And now the silhouette or the his figure is shown again as Luffy talks about. I've never heard him talk about his family, just that he was on a pirate ship ever since he was little. I thought Roger and Rayleigh and those guys were his family. Oh, Roger and Rayleigh. The Roger pirates. Aside from Buggy. Whoa, there he is. There he is. Is that him? Is that the figure coming? Is he what the hell? Is he Luffy's gonna meet him maybe like in the next few chapters, whoever this is. And he's been hinted at since the cover of chapter 630. And on page 13. Wait, let's start quickly here where Frankie sees the mural. It's a mural. They're children's drawings from the ancient past, carved into the fossilized tree bark. It's a cultural relic due to its historical value. Kids' scribbles? They're estimated to have been drawn somewhere between 800 and 900 years ago, which, if correct, puts them right within the period of the Void Century. We have to show this to Robin. I'll tell her about it later. I have to say, for a drawing from Elbaf, they don't all look like giants to me. That's right. In the history we're familiar with, there were sometimes wars between the races. So maybe like the animal kingdom, like Carrot and them, the Lunarians maybe, and the ancient giants. Because those are the three ones that get focused on. Don't think that Oda didn't choose these three pictures for no reason, because, you know. And even right at the start, we had the Mary. Not the ship going Mary. I mean the animal, the sheep guy, Mary. There were sometimes wars between the races, but never cultural exchange. Maybe that simply means this was nothing more than a child's dream. A child's dream. Doesn't that sound like Luffy? And literally like the way she looks up. Doesn't that just look like it's like it links to Luffy's dream? Yeah, Frankie is definitely standing in front of something important. And maybe this man is that giant kid's father. Oh. Because remember, didn't the kid was in the pub on the bottom floor or something, and she said, "Here's a snack for your mom and your dad," maybe. So, oh my goodness, cover page 470 is also very interesting. Okay, but after that, I'm gonna end and I'm gonna go have dinner. I feel like I need everything to sink in. Today was big. Oh my god, why do I keep scrolling so far? Okay, 470. Okay, my phone's on 12%. I can't believe it lasted this long. It is. It's an overwhelming chapter, yeah. What a chapter to get caught up on. Oh. Eneru's great space mission, an education in paintings, the ancient moon knights with wings. Who are these kids standing next to him? One with horns. Okay, but at some point, guys, I'm gonna read all the SPSs, and I need to look at all these pictures anyway, because I haven't read every chapter of One Piece. I've read from chapter 1 to Eni's Lobby, and then I picked up again for a while in Wano, and then from Egghead. So my point is, we next week we start from chapter 1 and do a rereading of all One Piece in stream special. No. But I do need to try and make time for the SBSs and all the cover stories. But should I just do it on my own? Where am I going to find time in videos? Where? Ooh. Moon Knights. The people with from the half moon and the people with the moon dream. Remember? Aliens. Interplanetary. No, wait. Oh, okay. Well, who are these kids? Or these... I don't know, but I feel like my brain is dead. I can't think anymore. It's overloaded. It's maxed. My brain cannot take any information or process any information. I need to give it some time. Tank, thank you for the sub. 69 months. You are at the peak number, my friend. And the streak continues. I feel like the giant kid, Colin, is going to be the Momo or Tama of this arc, especially with the hostage situation. And he's the bravest one. The bravest. He's the one that... Because the others all are super scared of, violence and, And he's the one that... He wants to be a warrior of the sea or whatever. So, yeah, probably... I wonder how many chapters until Frankie brings Robin to the mural. I want next week, I want Luffy to meet this figure. Potentially Colin's dad. I don't know if his name's Colin or Colin, but I like Colin. Well, I'm officially caught up with One Piece! Woo! Okay, but now I have my work cut out for me because I have not seen... Technically, I'm not caught up because I haven't seen the covers and I haven't read all of the SBSs. So technically, I'm lacking very crucial information, and therefore I must make time to get caught up for real. We are so close to the end of the show. Don't say it! Don't say it! The moon is a circle, and a half moon is the letter D. Okay, I see. This chapter confirms that Skypia was the truth. What do you mean Skypia was the truth? Okay, wait. No more binging. You have to deal with weekly crumbs now. I will, but I do have a lot more information to go through. SBS's cover stories, and I'm gonna make a plan for that. You are not one of us until you are excited for a new chapter and discover that there is no chapter that week to read. But then I just read cover stories. Okay, but I'm max capacity. My brain is at the max capacity right now. I'm gonna end the stream here, and what I would like for you guys to do, if you have the chance, please post your theories. Post all your thoughts on today's chapter. Give it some time. go to Discord later and please post your theories. At this point, I actually can't be mad if people make theories based on the SBS. Only leave out anything about Zoro. So, you know what? I am technically unspoilable as long as you don't bring up leaks to me. Please go ahead and I want to hear everyone's theories. I want to hear everything. One Piece Manga Sunday will be shorter now. Maybe. My videos were like 2 hours long. Depending on the lore drops, we might still have 2-hour videos. You never know. Or I could just continue with 2-hour videos and read the chapter, theorize, and then cover stories, SBSs. Although I'm thinking of maybe doing it in my own time. But that would be so sad. But it's fine, because I'll catch up faster that way, probably. Although, if I don't schedule something, half the time it doesn't get done. So, thank you, Cherry. Thank you, Bernard. Thank you, Monkey D. Kush. Thank you, Hunter. Doji. They're all in the manga channel. Well, go copy and paste it on my video. Because I'm not used to going in the manga channel, and I don't ever go into the anime channel anymore for One Piece, because now it's just live action stuff, and I'm not interested. Thank you, Sotos. I feel like I don't have to ask what your favorite part of this weekend stream was. No. It was right here, this moment, this very moment, when I got caught up. And the fact that Shanks has a twin brother! Freaking crazy. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. We are 11 or 12 chapters into Elbaf, and we already got so much. It really does feel like the end, doesn't it? But hopefully Oda has a lot more in store for us. I feel like I don't want to be one of those people. But with the information that we got in these last few chapters, I feel like this is only the beginning. But that's kind of like the point, right? The end of one world and the start of the next. So, can you play us off with We Are? I cannot, sadly. The copyright would kill the video. But let me end the manga video, and then I'll play us off in the live stream with We Are. So, to those of you watching the video, thank you, and don't forget to post your comments.